Winston Sih is here to share the top travel apps we all need to make traveling a little easier. And Winston, I know you love to travel as much as I love to travel, but do you like packing?
Hey, Trace, I do hear the Hallelujah chorus. But the one thing that I do not like is packing. It's the one thing that I probably procrastinate on the most. And luckily, there is an app to help you out with that. The first one is called PackPoint. Fantastic app because it helps you get everything that you need before you go away. And how it works is you indicate where you're going. So whether you're going to London, where any city, you put that in there, when you're going in, and how long you're going for. And it will automatically pull the weather for that city for that time of year. And you say whether it's for business or leisure, and then you can indicate what kind of a trip is it? Is it a business trip? Is it a beach vacation? Is it a romantic kind of a trip? You can select all of those and it will curate a customized packing list for you so you never forget anything, and you can share that list with your friends. So if you are the kind of person who is forgetful like me, did I forget my toothbrush? This app will make sure that you don't ever forget a thing again.
Ooh, I love the sound of that. Okay, how about an itinerary? Is there anything that can help us with that?
Well, I don't know if you're like me, Trace, but when it comes to itineraries, think hotel reservations, airline bookings, rental cars, cruises. All of those emails come into the inbox and they just sit in our inbox, right? Well, the next app will pull everything into one place. This is called Tripit. Tripit is an amazing app that pulls everything all into one place in chronological order. So it'll put all of your trips together. You'll be able to see your flights, your hotels, your car rentals, including the booking references. So when you're at the at the check-in counter, you're not going through all of your emails trying to find the booking reference. It will create one master itinerary that, again, you can share, and you can access all of your information offline. So if you're on a plane, if you're in a country where you might not have roaming in that moment, you'll be able to still have all of the information in the palm of your hand and all in one place.
That is super important. We usually just do like a Google Doc, but I love the idea of having a place to organize it so effectively. And you're right, you might not have Wi-Fi, so you need to have everything in one spot. Let's talk money. So staying on a budget is a good idea. Are there apps that can help us with that while we travel?
100% Trace. And when it comes to budgeting, travel budgeting is so important so that you can get to that destination you want to go to. But once you're there, also be able to spend wisely. And that is the transition to my next app. It's called Wise. And this is an app that I've been using for a while now and absolutely love it when it comes to budgeting for travel. It's a Wise, there's an account where you can put in what your budget is. So there's a jar called the Wise jar, and you can put money into that jar to save up. So if you are going away and you want some money to be able to spend while you're eating out, or if you want to buy something special for yourself, you can set up a jar to save in that space. The other thing that's really nice is you'll be able to convert money into local currencies without foreign exchange fees. It's something that I've spent so much time writing about in the personal finance world. And foreign exchange fees, Canadians spend hundreds of dollars in that. So that's something that I really like, being able to convert with no foreign exchange fees. And once you've set your budget and you've got your money in there and you've converted it into your local currency, there's actually a Wise card. It's actually kind of like a debit card where you can use it to spend in that local currency without having to worry about those foreign exchange fees. So fantastic free app there. The other free app when it comes to travel budgeting is when you're spending with friends. There's always that awkwardness of splitting bills at the restaurant. Say 6 people go in on a dinner. With Splitwise, you'll be able to actually divide up who owes what and settle that at the end of the trip and be able to e-transfer each other. I actually used this just the other day with our friend Pei Chen, and once you kind of go through at the end of the trip, you just send the people money and you say you've settled up, and it takes that awkwardness out of splitting bills.
Yeah, because it does get awkward. I love that. It does all of that work for you so good. Okay, your next app is a 3D map.
Yes, 3D maps are amazing. When it comes to indoor navigation, we all know how confusing airports can be. And one new feature within Apple Maps that just came out that is really more detailed and enhanced is Look Around. And once you click on it, you can actually look around the space as if you were inside. And if you put in destinations, like I want to get from this gate to this coffee shop, it'll actually walk you through how to get from point A to point B inside. So think about maps that you would use outdoors, but it's even more intelligent indoors and helps you take you from point A to point B.
Very cool. Okay, your last one is going to help us communicate in any language. This would be really useful.
Absolutely. And this supports over 100 languages. It's called iTranslate. And it works like many of the other translation apps where you put in an input language and then an output language. But what I really like about this is the AR and camera translation, the ability to take your phone camera, hold it out, and it'll tell you intelligently how to translate a window or how to translate something that you might want, a coffee, and it will tell you how to say that. The other thing is it has offline translation as well as voice translations in live translation, so you can turn it on and you can say something in your language and it will output that in a different language, and you can have a conversation using the translation app. So if you're visiting a country that you might not necessarily be familiar with their language, you'll be able to use that to help you communicate a little bit easier.
That is so good. And that'll give people a lot of comfort and just help make your vacation that much better. Thank you, Winston. Great apps for the travelers.